Okay, so today we're taking a deep dive into some fascinating stuff about personal growth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're looking at your notes on forgiveness and self-acceptance and something called the law of attraction.
Lots of good stuff in there.
Looks like you've been doing a lot of thinking about, you know, positive transformation.
I have.
It's pretty cool stuff, and I'm excited to see what we uncover here.
Me too.
So have you ever wondered, like, if you could actually attract better things into your life just by changing your thoughts?
That's the big question, isn't it?
It is, and we're going to explore that and more in this deep dive.
Awesome.
Let's start with forgiveness, because that seems to be a big theme in your notes.
Okay.
It looks like you've been highlighting how holding on to grudges can actually, like, really hold you back in life.
Yeah, it can.
So have you ever felt kind of stuck because of something in your past, like maybe some anger or resentment towards someone or something that happened?
I think we all have at some point, right?
Yeah, probably.
It's really common to kind of get caught up with those negative feelings and
Yeah,
let them kind of fester.
totally.
But the thing about forgiveness, and this is what's so interesting, is that it's not really about um, saying what happened was okay.
Right.
It's more about releasing that negativity, and this is important, for yourself,
Oh, interesting.
not for the other person.
Okay.
So it's not about condoning their actions or anything like that.
Got it.
It's about, freeing yourself from that burden.
So it's like if you imagine carrying around this heavy rock with you everywhere you go,
Yeah,
that rock is like that grudge.
exactly. Forgiveness is like finally putting that rock down.
Ooh, I like that.
You don't have to carry it
Free to
anymore.
free.
Exactly. And it's amazing how much lighter you feel
Right,
when
yeah.
you finally let go.
So it's not just about the other person, it's really about taking care of yourself.
It is. It's like hitting the reset button for your own well-being.
Yeah, it's a fresh start.
It is. And the amazing thing is that forgiveness can actually have like a ripple effect.
Really?
Yeah, it can improve your relationships, not just with the person you're forgiving, but with everyone around you.
Oh, wow.
And it can really shift your overall outlook on life.
More positive.
More positive, more open,
Yeah,
more at peace.
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to this whole self-love thing.
Okay.
Because it's everywhere these days, right? You see
Wow.
it all over social media,
Oh, yeah,
all these inspirational quotes about loving yourself.
definitely.
But what does it actually mean to, like, really accept yourself, flaws and all?
Right, because it's easy to just kind of say those words without really understanding what they mean.
Totally.
I think of it as like radical self-acceptance.
Okay.
It's not just about, liking your good qualities.
Right.
It's about acknowledging your inherent worth, regardless of your imperfections.
So it's not about being perfect.
No, not at all.
It's about accepting yourself as you are. Okay, and why is that so important?
Well, it can be really powerful because when you truly accept yourself, you build resilience.
Resilience.
Yeah, like you're less likely to be knocked down by challenges or setbacks because you're not constantly battling this like inner critic or self-doubt.
Yeah, so you're more equipped to deal with the ups and downs of life.
Exactly. Because you know that your worth isn't dependent on being perfect.
That's a good point.
You're able to bounce back from failures and mistakes because you know that they don't define you.
And that frees you up to, like, take more risks.
Exactly.
And try new things.
Because you're not so afraid of failing.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And it all starts with that foundation of self-acceptance.
Right, so self-love is like the key to unlocking all of this other good stuff.
It really is.
Okay, so speaking of good stuff, let's talk about the law of attraction,
Okay.
which you also have a lot of notes on.
I do. It's a fascinating concept.
It is, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, so maybe you can break it down for me.
Sure.
So is it kind of like, if you think happy thoughts, then good things will happen to you?
It's a bit more nuanced than that.
Okay.
The law of attraction suggests that our dominant thoughts and feelings, like the ones we focus on most of the time, create a sort of energy.
An energy.
Yeah, and this energy attracts similar experiences into our lives.
So it's like we're putting out these vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
And the universe is responding in kind.
Right, like a magnet.
Okay, I kind of get that.
So if you're constantly focused on negativity, worries, fears, you're more likely to attract more negativity.
Oh, that's not good.
But if you cultivate positivity, gratitude, joy.
You're more likely to attract positive experiences.
Exactly.
So it's about shifting your mindset.
It is. It's about becoming more aware of your thoughts and feelings.
Okay, so how do you actually do that?
Right, because life gets busy.
Very busy.
And it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day chaos.
Totally.
But your notes also mention silence and reflection,
Yes.
which is something that a lot of us don't get enough of.
Definitely not.
When was the last time you just sat in silence and just let your thoughts flow without any distractions?
Oh, it's been a while, I gotta be honest.
I think that's true for a lot of people.
Yeah, we're always so plugged in and connected.
Exactly. But those quiet moments, even if it's just for a few minutes each day,
Mm-hmm.
can be so crucial for shifting your mindset.
How so?
Well, when you're quiet, you can actually hear your own inner wisdom.
Our inner wisdom.
Yeah, like that quiet voice inside that often gets drowned out by all the noise of the world.
Oh, I know that voice.
Yeah, it's there.
Sometimes it's hard to hear.
It is. But when you create space for silence, it can speak to you.
Wow,
And it can help you figure out what you really want, what your goals are,
Hmm.
and even spark creative solutions to problems.
So silence is like hitting the pause button on the chaos of life.
Yes, and allowing yourself to tune in to your inner guidance system.
I like that.
It's there, we just have to listen.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Good.
Now, what about the words we use?
Oh, language is so powerful.
It is, right?
I mean, we've all been guilty of negative self-talk at some point,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
like beating ourselves up over mistakes or putting ourselves down.
Totally.
But does that really have that much of an impact?
That's what I'm wondering.
Absolutely.
Really?
Think of it this way. If you had a friend who constantly put you down and criticized you,
Yeah.
you'd probably distance yourself from that friend.
Right, probably.
Well, you're essentially doing that to yourself with negative self-talk.
Oh, wow, I never thought of it like that.
It's like you're your own worst enemy.
Ouch.
But the good news is that you can consciously choose to use more positive and empowering language.
Okay, so how do you do that?
Well, start by becoming aware of the words you're using.
Hmm.
Pay attention to your inner dialogue,
Okay.
and then make a conscious effort to replace those negative thoughts with more positive ones.
So, like, instead of saying, I can't do this, you could say, I'm learning to do this.
Exactly. Even small shifts in language can make a big difference.
So it's about being your own best friend, basically.
It is. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and compassion that you would offer to a loved one.
That's a good reminder.
Yeah, we all need that sometimes.
Okay, so speaking of kindness and compassion, your notes also talk about letting go.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
the art of surrender.
And it's like, sometimes the best things happen when you least expect them.
Exactly.
So can you explain this whole letting go thing?
Sure. So it's not about giving up on your goals or dreams.
Okay.
It's about releasing the need to control every outcome.
So it's about trusting the process.
Exactly. When you surrender to the flow of life,
Yeah.
you make space for unexpected opportunities and you find more peace in the journey.
It's like, when you plant a seed
Yeah.
and you're so excited to see it grow,
Right.
but if you keep digging it up to check on it,
Yeah.
you're just going to end up with a pretty sad plant.
Exactly. Sometimes you just need to trust that the seed knows what it's doing.
And let nature take its course.
Exactly. And it's the same with life.
So it's not about being passive.
No, not at all.
It's about taking action,
Yes.
but then letting go.
Yes.
Okay, I love that.
Good.
And, your notes really emphasize believing in yourself.
It's the foundation for everything.
It is, right. But what if you, what if you have this big dream or goal,
Yeah.
but self-doubt keeps holding you back?
That's a common struggle,
It is.
but self-belief is essential.
So how do you cultivate that?
Well, start by celebrating your small victories.
Small victories.
Yeah, like any progress you make towards your goal, no matter how small it might seem,
Okay.
acknowledge it, celebrate it.
Why is that so important?
Because it reinforces your belief in yourself. It shows you that you're capable of achieving things, and it builds momentum.
So it's like each small victory is a step in the right direction.
It is, and it gives you the confidence to keep going.
And what about setbacks?
Setbacks are inevitable,
They are.
but they don't define you.
Okay.
They're just stepping stones on your path.
So it's about learning from your mistakes
Exactly.
and using them as fuel to keep going.
Yes.
So to recap, it sounds like forgiveness liberates us.
Yes.
Self-acceptance empowers us.
Absolutely.
Positive thinking attracts positive experiences.
It does.
Silence brings clarity.
It does.
Our words have power.
So much power.
Letting go opens up new possibilities.
Yes,
And belief in ourselves is the key to it all.
it is.
Wow, that's a lot to unpack.
It is.
But it sounds like you've given yourself a lot of powerful tools to work with.
I have.
And I'm excited to see how you use them.
Me too.
So what if you started incorporating just one of these ideas into your daily life?
Okay.
What kind of positive changes do you think you might see?
I'm excited to find out.
Me too.
Thanks for helping me explore all of this.
Of course, it's been a great deep dive.
It has.
Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
See you next time.